Imagine finding out that your husband, the father of your children, is not the person you thought he was. He was actually leading a double life as a criminal. It happened to the Long Island woman you're about to meet. In November 2003, Jeanne Callahan Trantel was living the perfect life. She had a loving husband, 2 adorable boys, and a beautiful home on Long Island.
Stephen was the love of my life. My knight in shining armor. He was the most amazing husband and an amazing dad.
But what Jeanne didn't know was that her husband Stephen had lost his job as a commodities trader and taken up a new career.
The bill companies were calling, mortgage was backed up, everything was backed up.
Wearing a disguise that included a cap and sunglasses, Trantel robbed 10 Long Island banks in 4 months, stealing more than $60,000.
The bottom line is that I just came to this epiphany that there's no other way. If I want to hold on to everything, then I gotta steal money.
But Stephen Trantel's crime spree didn't last. His fingerprint was found on a note he passed to a teller. Police matched it to a 1984 DWI conviction, which led to his arrest.
I mean, at that point, I knew that they had me, you know.
Stephen Trantel pleaded guilty to first-degree robbery back in 2004 and received a 9-year jail sentence, which he is now serving. Jeanne divorced him and is raising their 2 boys. She has also written a book called Disguised Blessings about her ordeal. And Jeanne joins me. Good morning.
Good morning.
Seeing Stephen again in that video, what does it bring back in you?
I just feel so sad about how he had to turn, his whole life into something so horrible and so crazy, and how he was in so much pain.
Because you guys had a great marriage. You had no clue, Jeanne?
I had no idea. When I got the phone call, I was in shock, and I still am now in shock.
Looking back, have you kind of figured out how it went so wrong? What happened?
I still, to this day, still can't really wrap my whole brain around all of this, about how this happened. And I know that he was very nervous for a long time, acted somewhat crazy at times. So I knew that there was something not right, but never would ever even imagine.
What drove him to do this? Was during those times when you say he would act crazy, was it because he was under pressure to pay bills?
Under pressure.
And what would he say to you during those times when you guys had these conversations?
He would say things are okay, and he would kind of schmooze me over a little bit on things. So
when you look at that,
I believed him.
You look at that surveillance video that we were just showing, you thought he was out at work because he would leave at the same time every morning?
Every day in the morning he would leave for work, and that's what
he would go
tell
out,
me, that he went to work.
He'd go out in a suit and tie and dress for work?
Dress for work every day.
Come back at the same time?
I made him lunch every day in the morning.
Wow. And return, there was nothing out of the ordinary about his schedule?
Nothing.
So tell me about that fateful moment when a wife who is blissfully unaware finds out that she's been lied to and deceived in such a horrible way.
I was just crushed and crumbled, and I couldn't believe that this man that I loved and was married to him for 9 years, that this could have ever happened.
What do you tell your boys?
Well, the kids know. The kids know, and I tell them that it's not them, because it's him, and he loves them still. He does.
What do you want people to take from your story and from your book?
If I can give somebody hope right now who's watching this show, who has had any kind of problems in their life, if they're so crushed or crumbled down that they know that they have a way out.
They don't have to resort to the sort of thing that Stephen did. They don't have to resort to this,
yes.
And
they have a way out.
Can you get over it if you're a victim in this? Have you?
If I can, anyone can, is what I say.
I'm glad you're doing so well, Jeanne. Thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you so much.